It's a bird. It's a plane. Never mind. Hey everybody, David here, and today I'm going to be talking about Supergirl Season 2, Episode 2, The Last Children of Krypton. And we have Superman back in this episode, and I am happy to talk about it because I love the character of Superman. My two favorite superheroes ever of all time, if you've been following me for some time, you already know this, is Superman and Batman. And seeing Superman on Supergirl was really exciting for me. You know, last week's episode was really great. And this episode continues the greatness with Superman being in the show, you know, and I hope this is not the last time we see him. I hope we get to see more of him, because something that I really liked about him being in Supergirl was the relationship between the two of them. I love the back and forth interactions with Supergirl and Superman. I think they both really have good, the two actors have good chemistry together. And Tyler Hoechlin, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. He did a really great job as this character, and this was somebody I wasn't expecting to do such a great job. You know, I had my doubts when I first saw him or first heard about him, because I didn't watch Teen Wolf, so I didn't know too much about this guy. And then when I saw him in the costume for the first time, I said, he doesn't really look like Superman to me, so I don't know. I was on my Tom Welling escapade. You know, I wanted Tom Welling back, but you know, I get it. We're not gonna get him back as Superman. It would still be nice, but whatever. But this guy quickly won me over in last week's episode, so seeing him today, it was a joy, and I hope we get to see more of this guy because he was totally awesome. And yeah, that's pretty much all I can say on that character. Another character that seems to be leaving as well, you know, is Cat Grant. And you know what, this was kind of expected that she was going to appear on and off throughout the season. We don't know how many episodes she's going to be in for this season, but I really liked that she told Kara that she was leaving, and she, you know, when Kara went to go meet Snapper Carr, her new boss. You know, Snapper Carr is a little bit of a douche. I'll get to him next. Kara went to Kat to set things right. You know, she was hoping Kat would help her fight her battles, but Kat told her, like, look, I'm not gonna be here forever. I'm trying to get you to do something, to do it yourself, because I believe in you. And there was some really nice talks, especially the last scene there between them, when she, you know, became Supergirl and had her maybe final farewell with Kat. We know Kat's coming back, but it was still a nice, just in case Kat doesn't return, they had a nice little moment there on the rooftop. I really like that conversation, and I'm gonna kind of miss it, not seeing Callista Flockhart on the show that much anymore. It's gonna be interesting with this new guy who, you know, he's already not very nice, and as Kara kind of put it, he's kind of a jerk man. I like that little comment she made at the end. She tried like insulting him, and he was like, apparently you're not even good at the insults. That made me laugh quite a bit. He seems very like Cat Grant from season 1, but even more mean. So I'm going to have fun watching this relationship develop, I think. Right now, if you told me, do I like this character, I'm undecided right now, and I'm going to keep my judgment low for now until I see how this character goes this season. We didn't really get to see too much of Jimmy today, but we do know from the very end of the episode that he is now taking over for Cat Grant, so I thought that was a little interesting. I felt also at the same time, do the writers know what they're doing with Jimmy? Because if you know that a recent picture came out with Jimmy as the Guardian, I don't know too much about the Guardian, but I know it's not Jimmy Olsen. And with that, I'm kind of curious to see how they're going to balance Jimmy as the boss of Catco and how eventually he's going to get whatever the Guardian powers are. So that's going to be interesting to see. I did like the things going on with Alex and Kara in this episode. They had their, Alex seemed not really bothered in last week's episode, but this week's episode, she finally let it out of nowhere that apparently she's kind of sad that Kara's showing so much attention to Clark and not her. Not in a jealous way, but in she feels like Kara's forgetting about her now that her cousin's in town, because Kara's even thinking about moving to Metropolis, which clearly, Alex doesn't like the idea of that. She wants her to stay here with her, side by side together, kicking ass together. And obviously when they go stop the two Metallos, Kara and Alex team up against one of them, which was pretty badass. You want to see them kicking ass like that together. Alex is, for someone who doesn't have no superpowers, she can kick a lot of ass against these metahumans. So of course you guys are gonna have to work together. We love you guys together, sisters forever. Did that sound a little cheesy? Probably. We also got Martian Manhunter and Superman, with their little rivalry from last week. It wasn't really a rival, but Superman still had issues because of the kryptonite that, John decided to keep around. And Superman made a point in this episode when Metallo attacked him the first time. He pointed it out. Look, you said that this kryptonite was safe, and someone in your, place decided to take the kryptonite under your nose and use it as a weapon against me and Kara. And, I like that he called him out on that, and I liked that John, realized his mistake, and, he tried to help fix the situation. They had a little talk in the Fortress of Solitude. It was great seeing Superman and Martian Manhunter, I gotta say this, kicking ass together at the end, kicking the other Metallo, if that's what you want to call him, Metallo Mark II, kicking his ass. They had to make two Metallos, one for Kara and Alex to fight, and the other for Superman and Martian Manhunter to fight, which was something I wasn't expecting, because I was expecting Martian Manhunter to get on the action, but I thought they would have just had Superman and Kara and Martian Manhunter, John, teaming up at the end to take down John Corbin, the first Metallo. So I was actually surprised about the two Metallo situations. I hope we do get to see Metallo again, because as a villain, I do like him as a villain, and I feel like we never got more with him in these two episodes. We got a bit of him, but he felt like just a throwaway villain. He didn't feel like an ultimate threat, aside for having kryptonite and shooting them. But at the end, I like the team up, but I don't want the second Metallo. I just that one Metallo, the real Metallo, John Corbin. That should be the only one. I don't want the second one coming back. Just keep that one, bring him back, make him fight on his own. He doesn't need nobody helping him, and that would be cool. I also gotta add in that I really did like Wynn's, I guess his man crush on Superman. That was, it had me smiling a couple of times, and that he was so excited to make this new thing for Superman to protect himself against Metallo. I liked it. And then he, Superman was going in for the handshake, and then, no, we'll give Wynn a hug instead. So that was nice. So with all that being said, guys, I'm going to say I really enjoyed this episode. 2 episodes straight in a row that I really, really enjoyed. Supergirl is off to a great start. I can't wait to see where the season goes from this point on. It's going to be really interesting. And like I said earlier, I'm hoping to see Superman back at some point, maybe a few more times, maybe even in the finale. And I would like to see Superman eventually interacting with the other CW heroes. I don't know, get him to go on an adventure in the Arrowverse, in Earth 1 or whatever you want to call it. I want to see him interacting with the Flash and Arrow and the Legends of Tomorrow. That would be cool too. So, not just Supergirl. Let's get Superman in on that action. So, with that being said, guys, I think I'm done here. Comment below. Tell me what you thought of the episode. If you want to see Superman return on any of these shows, specifically Supergirl, because that's where he belongs. Do you want to see a spin-off? I hear people wanting to see a Superman spin-off on the CW now. I think he should just stay as a guest star. That's what made it feel more special. If you do another Superman series, yeah, I'd still be cool with that. But I think Superman belongs on the big screen. And I think he should stay there with Henry Cavill continuing to play that character. And when it comes to television, keep Tyler Hoechlin as the Superman on TV right now. I think he's perfect for that. So like my video, subscribe to my channel, check me out on Twitter and Facebook and interact with me. I always try to reply back, guys. And with that being said, take care.